Hello there. I've been asked by a lot of people to give some information about China, astrological information. I'm using as the date of China's birth, so-called, as the 1st of October 1949 at 1501. First I'm going to look at China's natal chart, see what I'm seeing there, and then I'm going to look at the transits and progressions, because people are very often asking me about investment, money, finance, China. How is China going to make out in these next months, years ahead? So here are some of my thoughts. China is Libra Sun, Aquarius Ascendant and Aquarius Moon. So all air. So highly intelligent, highly clever. Aquarius Ascendant is going to do things in its own way and in a unique way. So I think we can certainly expect from China the unexpected. Although we've got this Libra Sun, which is wanting to connect with people, which is wanting to make connections with the world, it's going to do it in its own way. We've got Pluto conjunct Mars in the 7th house, and this is squaring Venus in the 9th house. This Pluto conjunct Mars in Leo very much wants to have control and wants power. And the Sun in the 8th house, along with Mercury and Neptune, as well indicates power, indicates money, indicates use of resources. You can expect China to be very involved with the resources of the world. Not only from a technological viewpoint, because with the Aquarius Moon and the Aquarius Ascendant, you're going to see China advance more technologically than I think we've seen before, but also we're going to see China be involved with the resources of the earth, buying up more land, buying up and taking more control. There's lots of control issues in this astrology chart for China, and you're going to see China coming into its own. It's just going through now its second Saturn return. And what that means is it's going to start restructuring itself in a different way from now onwards. This has been going on for the last couple of years, but now it's putting in different structures, different ways, and a lot of China. We've got 8th house, 3 planets in the 8th house, and that strong Pluto-Mars conjunction. So there's a lot being done in secret. There's a lot that we still are not aware of and that we still will not know for many years to come. So whatever you're doing that has an involvement with China, just be aware that there's a lot that is hidden beneath the surface that will be coming out over the years to come, but it will come out slowly. This won't come out very quickly. So if you're investing money in China, we've got the South Node conjunct these planets in the 8th house. There's a lot of money to be made, but with Neptune there, you've got to be very, very careful. You've got to be careful about the people you're dealing with. If you don't know the language well enough, or you don't have good enough agreements, then you could really fall foul and be like a lamb going to the slaughter. So that has to be done very carefully. With Uranus here in the 5th house of speculation, Uranus is the planet that is unexpected, but also erratic, changeable. So whatever you do in China, you've got to watch it. It's changeable, it's going to change. So it could bring you a lot of money and could equally lose you a lot of money. So these are my initial musings on the chart of China itself. Of course, there's always so much that one can say about an astrology chart, but I'm just wanted to give you a little taster here of some of the things that I'm seeing. Now, we've got, as I mentioned earlier, this Saturn return. And Saturn is also, in the next year or two, going to conjoin with the 3 planets in China's 8th house. And I think you're going to see here more consolidation of property, of land, of resources in China over these next couple, 2-3 years. So if you're involved with anything to do with investing in these areas, would it be coal, would it be maybe oil, natural resources, resources in other countries. I see very much China investing in other countries, and Saturn means that it wants to have a structure. It wants to create ownership of these places, and you're going to find that China's going to make some very hard bargains. Things are not going to be so easy to deal in China. It's going to be quite hard work, even though supposedly the boundaries are opening up. The renminbi is trading in many more countries. There's still going to be some obstacles, and you really need to understand and know what you're doing before you get too embroiled and invest too much of your money and time. 10th house progressed Sun along with Mercury, so this is China really reaching out now into the world, into its life path, really reaching a lot of its destiny. It's done a lot of the groundwork, and now it's coming more into its own. There is a lot of work ahead, but I see some good fortune, particularly still for China in this next year, because we've got Jupiter in its first house, which indicates growth. Neptune is there too, so for you to be a part of that growth, again, I do readings, financial readings for people, but I've got to look at your personal chart as well to see where you would fit in best, speculatively and investing wise and safely with that growth. Because of the Neptune transiting there, there's some delusion, and there's going to be some wonderful looking deals, very idealistic looking opportunities that may just dissolve to nothing. That Neptune can just dissolve them. So again, there are going to be opportunities, however, lots of opportunities. Progressed Moon in Aries for China, and Uranus transiting that second house. So again, opportunities for making a lot of money, but then you've got to get out quickly. You've got to know when to get out, and that's going to be the issue here with that Uranus transiting the second house. There will be flashes of opportunity, but then they'll be gone. So you're going to have to either be very quick off the ball and then monitor whatever it is you invest in or get involved in very avidly to make sure that you don't lose everything just as quickly as you've gained everything. So there you have it. Those are my initial thoughts about China and what's going on. I'm going to do other videos about various other countries, but that's the one that I've been asked for the most, so I started with that. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.